We are back in a rural village in southern Iceland, where Thorfinn's sister, Ylva, is absolutely losing it at her brother's homeless appearance, screaming that she couldn't even recognize him because of his ruffian aesthetic. Thorfinn tries to defend his grooming habits, but the little girl in the background calls him a girl, prompting Ylva to demand he shave the beard immediately because it just doesn't suit him. While aggressively chopping off his locks, Ylva tries to micromanage his entire future, suggesting he marry into a fisherman's line because Snoggy has 5 granddaughters who need husbands. The sibling banter gets real when Ylva drops the math. That Thorfinn is technically 22 while she's only 17, scolding him that he's way past the age to be aimless. She puts a razor to his throat and demands he put down roots to ease their mother's mind, leaving Thorfinn to actually consider if a simple life as a fisherman would be a nice change of pace. He briefly hallucinates a peaceful retirement catching fish, but snaps back to reality with a heavy heart, telling Ylva that despite the appeal, he has to leave again. Ylva is annoyed that he didn't mention his departure plans before she knocked him unconscious yesterday, and Thorfinn quietly apologizes for the distance he has to travel. Finally, after feeling the shape of his now shorn skull, Ylva smiles with satisfaction because she finally has physical proof that this guy is actually her brother. The wholesome moment is ruined immediately as the Longhouse goon squad erupts into hysterical laughter at Thorfinn's goofy new bowl cut, calling him a fancy lad while he dies of embarrassment. Einar tries to help by saying he looks friendly now, but accidentally roasts him by admitting he doesn't look tough at all, which Thorfinn surprisingly accepts as a positive development. Later that night, the vibe shifts from roasting to storytelling as the entire family gathers around the fire pit to finally hear what Thorfinn has been doing for 16 years. He drops the tragic lore of his life, from Thor's death to the slavery arc, keeping the details brief while the listeners sit in stunned silence. The room is left completely speechless as he recounts the overwhelming despair, war, and hatred that consumed his existence before his eventual rebirth. Thorfinn stares into the fire and confesses his grave crimes, declaring with absolute resolve that he must go to Vinland to build a land of peace as atonement. His mother, Helga, surprisingly gives her blessing. Comparing his desire to escape the world of warriors to her own history of fleeing Jomsburg with Thors, she cements his destiny with high aura wisdom, telling him his life's purpose is to go beyond the horizon and welcome those seeking peace, to which Thorfinn gratefully agrees. The sentimental mood crashes when the man with the goatee points out that building a country requires massive funding, and Thorfinn admits he's completely broke and needs a sponsor. They realize the only local with that kind of cash is Halfdan, but the veteran traveler warns them that Halfdan the Chainer is a certified villain who is more likely to rob them than help. The video ends here, but the story isn't over yet. Like the video if you're ready for the next part.